If you want to manifest your dreams with ease, it is so important to live in the end. And when I say live in the end, it's like feeling like you already have it. And honestly, I think this is one of the hardest parts about manifestation. And it's definitely something that I've struggled with because it's like whatever's going on in your world, like that is what feels so real. And so then to try to feel something else can just feel difficult. But it's like that is the key to manifesting with ease. Let's say you want a new job and the new job is going to make you feel joyful and successful. It is so important to tap into that joy and that success right now. Like with the current job that you have or don't have or whatever's going on, it's like you feel like you have the job. In your mind, you already have the job, even though you have no evidence of it in your 3D current reality. And so when you live in the end, it just makes the process of manifestation so much more effortless. Yes, you still have to do the inner work, make sure you feel worthy, make sure you believe it's possible, get rid of limiting beliefs, and take some sort of action to move in the right direction. But you don't have to overwork and overcompensate. You allow the things that you want to come into your life with ease and joy. So if you're looking to align with the best and the highest version of you, the version of you who's living your dream life and has everything that you want, it is so important to get crystal clear on that version of you. What does that version of you think like? What does she act like? What does she believe about herself in the world? And how does she feel? The reason we want things is because we believe it's going to make us feel better. So getting crystal clear on those feelings and finding ways to tap into those feelings now. And visualization is one great way. It doesn't have to be long. You could take 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however much time you have, and just take a second to just like tap into that version of you. Or let's say you're in line for your morning coffee or you're on your morning commute. Even if you're driving, don't close your eyes, but you can take a moment to really just like tap into that energy. Like even sometimes I will visualize with my eyes open. Does that make sense? But I visualize with my eyes open. It's like I can see it without closing my eyes. I have no idea if that makes sense. Maybe you're someone who has to close your eyes, but do what you got to do to really just like tap into those feelings, or even just thinking about like, oh my gosh, I'm living my dream life. I have everything that I want. Like how would I feel? And just trying to anchor yourself in those feelings as much as possible. And then a key is staying in those feelings, because it is so easy to get knocked out of that euphoric feeling with everything that's going on in your current reality, whether it's work, relationships, anything else. It's like, oh, there's drama over here, or this bad thing is happening over here. But it is so important to stay in that vibration, in those feelings, because that is how you manifest with ease. So some things that really help me tap into the best and the highest version of me are romanticizing my routines, slowing down, and also just making space for both softness and ambition, while also prioritizing joy and ease. Like it is so important for me to feel joyful now, to allow ease, to feel abundant and successful now, because I want to create my dream life. I want to call in great things. And I know that if I want to call it in with ease, I have to embody those feelings now. So if you feel like you've been stuck in a season of waiting, this is your sign to get out of that waiting energy and really start to embody your dream life now. You don't need anything outside of you to shift. All you need to do is feel like you already have it, to live in the end and know that it's already yours, because it is. Even if you don't have it, it is yours. And another thing to remember is that no one is coming to grant you your dream life. A lot of times it can feel like things are very out of our control. Like let's say you need someone to give you a job, or you feel like someone needs to give you an opportunity. But one thing I've realized is so much of life is up to us and in our control. Like we can do the inner work. We can feel worthy, believe we are deserving, align with the energy, feel like it's already yours. And trust is a big part of this. You have to trust in God and the universe, and also know that if you don't get exactly what you want, you are going to get something better. So if it's a job, if it's a soulmate, if it's a car, if it's a home, if you don't get that specific one that you have in mind, you are going to get something better. But your dream life is up to you. Creating whatever you want is up to you. No one is going to come and grant your dream life. It is up to you to align with it. And once you start to align with it, things get to flow into your life with joy and ease, which is the whole point, because we do not want to be out here hustling and overworking. Over here in the Soft Life community, we are all about balance, joy, and ease. And one thing that brings me so much peace is knowing that God would never place a desire on my heart that I was not capable of achieving. And same goes for you. Like your desires are special to you. My desires are special to me. And whatever we desire is meant for us. So whatever you believe, whatever you desire, like you are supposed to have it in this lifetime, and you are completely capable of manifesting it with ease. So I hope that brings you some peace too. So this is your life. You get to create whatever you want. You are a powerful creator, and you can create whatever you want. And so am I. and I'm on a journey to embody my best self. So in this vlog, I'm gonna be showing you how I embody my best self on my journey to manifesting my dreams. So when I think about the best and the highest version of me, the version of me who has it all, she prioritizes joy and fun experiences while balancing work and regular life. So that's exactly the energy that I'll be leaning into in this vlog. So welcome back to the Soft Life Diaries, where we lean into balance, joy, and ease on our journey to manifesting our dreams. And since the best version of me prioritizes joy and fun experiences, that calls for a trip to Southampton. I've never been to Southampton, and I'm really excited because it just looks so beautiful and picturesque, and I'm really excited to just explore the town, maybe go to the beach, walk around, eat some food. So let's get ready for the day. One thing that really helps me tap into my dream life and like embody my best and my highest self is visualization. So I've decided to challenge myself to 2 visualizations a day, which might sound crazy because I haven't really like sat down and visualized for a while. I'll kind of just like go through my day and like take a moment, like 30 seconds to just like zone out and visualize my dream life and like embody my best and my highest self. But I just feel like visualization is so helpful for embodying your best and your highest self. So I decided to throw myself in the deep end, and we are doing 2 visualizations a day. In the morning, I'm going to do one by Brian Scott, and then at night, I'll do one by Ishpreet K. For some reason, I don't have like the full amount of time to do that one, then I'll just at least commit to closing my eyes and turning on some like nice visualization music and visualizing. So that is my commitment to myself because I want to manifest my dream life. I want to embody my best and my highest self, and visualization is just so great for that. Another cool thing about visualization is that your brain doesn't know the difference between something real and imagined. So the more you mentally rehearse something, like your mind already thinks it's happening, which also helps with nervous system regulation, because when you want something that is like unfamiliar and just really different from the reality that you're living or what you've experienced, that can feel very unsafe in your nervous system. So like mentally rehearsing it helps to build that safety within and let your brain know that like, oh, this is safe, this is fine, like this can come in with ease. So I highly recommend doing some visualization if you are on a journey to manifest your dreams and embody your best self. And on that note, let's go do a visualization before I get dressed for the day. Another tool that's really helpful on your journey to embodying your best self is EFT tapping. I love it for like clearing limiting beliefs, clearing out any stuck, heavy emotions. Like it really allows you to clear all these things out and come to a neutral place. Because one thing I've learned is that if you are in fear, it's really hard to go to like hope or happiness or joy. So it's like getting to that neutral place to then be able to get to this hopeful, optimistic, excited, wealthy, abundant place is really helpful. And EFT tapping is great for that. So yeah, if you have any limiting beliefs, if you have any like past experiences that you want to clear, anything that you're trying to process, try out EFT tapping. It is so great. If you are new to EFT tapping, Brad Yates has some great videos on YouTube. Like you just follow along and do what he does. Or you can definitely tap on your own like I do, but I just love EFT tapping so much. And I think it is so helpful on your journey to manifesting your dream life and embodying your best and your highest self. So this is the outfit for the day. It's feeling very summery and Southampton-esque. I'm dressed and ready to go. Just need a spritz of my favorite perfume. And now it's time to hit the road. We finally made it. It took us a little under 4 hours to get here, which is kind of crazy because the GPS said 2 hours and like 50 minutes, but we made it, and now we're starving. So let's go to lunch at Lunch, the lobster roll spot, and try some lobster rolls. This is my outfit of the day. That meal was so delicious. If you are looking for a lobster roll or fish and chips in Southampton, highly recommend lunch/lobster roll. Oh no, I think it's called lunch lobster roll. I don't know, lunch lobster roll. Just Google it if you ever need a lobster roll. Anyways, we are off to Main Street to walk around.
Get a warm lobster roll.
And the cold.
Just get the warm.
Okay, just the warm. So we walked around the main street and then we didn't have that much time at the beach, which I'm sad because the sand is like white and pretty and clean and the water is just calm. Like it's calm and it's blue, and I'm really excited to come back. We're gonna do another trip maybe in like 2 weeks and just like do a beach day. Come early because we left too late today.
Yeah, we're running back.
Yes, but it was a beautiful, relaxing, well, wasn't that relaxing? But it was a nice day.
No. What? We spent an hour and a half trying to take pictures.
And I still didn't get a good one.
So yeah, when we come back, we're here to chill.
Yes, but at least we got to see the beach.
I need my pictures.
Anyway, at least we got to see the beach. The beach is beautiful, and walking down the main street, it makes me want to like have a beach house, summer house in the Hamptons.
I'm down.
Yeah,
buy it.
I will.
Buy it.
And then you can just like bike to the beach. It's a vibe. So now we're gonna go home and feed our dog. And that's it for today. Of the day, and of course just have to add a spritz of my favorite perfume. I love these earrings so much. I just love a statement earring, and then I'm gonna put on my other bracelet, and then I'm just gonna throw this sweater over my shoulders, and this is the final look. Good morning and happy Tuesday. I'm headed into the office today. But before I head into the office, I want to have a little chat about embodying your best self. Obviously, that's the whole theme of this vlog. But let me tell you, even though I wasn't vlogging yesterday, I just did not feel like my highest self at all. And I did the things. I woke up early. I went to the gym. I will say I like to have space in my day, and I didn't have that in my day. But overall, like inside, I just felt miserable. And I consider myself like to be pretty self-aware. I also consider myself to be a pretty optimistic and happy person. So like when I am feeling not happy, I'm very much like, what is happening? And I kept just like checking in with myself throughout the day yesterday. But honestly, I just felt so miserable. And it's not even like my life sucks. Like, yes, there are things that I want to change in my life, and there are just things that I want to change, and I have desires, and I have dreams and things that I'm working towards. But like, things could be a lot worse. Like, my life is not bad at all. And I don't know if I was just like focusing on that. I think I was feeling stuck, and I was like, maybe I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing. So yesterday was primarily, I was working like for myself. So I was doing like YouTube stuff, editing TikTok, and I love vlogging. I love vlogging for YouTube. I love vlogging for TikTok. I like to take my Instagram photos. Like, I love coming up with these things. The admin work of actually editing it all isn't my favorite, but it is part of it until I actually have a team and an editor. So it is what it is. But what I realized is that like yesterday was like my catch-up day. And so I was trying to get as much done as I could, and it just felt so terrible. Like, I don't know. I just spent so long working, and I was just like trying to power through, trying to get everything done. And life is about joy, and also the journey to creating your dream life and manifesting your dreams. Like, it's supposed to be joyful. It's supposed to be fun. And yes, not every moment is going to be like sunshine and rainbows, but like overall, you're supposed to enjoy the journey. And I was just so miserable. And I just was like thinking about the best version of me. Like, so later on that night, I went for a walk, and I was honestly just like talking to God while I was on my walk. I was like, I need some help. I'm feeling lost. Like, I'm feeling just frustrated. I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling miserable. And I was like, this is not in alignment with my highest self. And I was thinking about how the energy that you do something with is the energy that you get out of it. So if you do something with miserable, stuck, frustrated energy, you just get more of that at the end product. Even if it's like you get your goal, you manifest your dream, your career, your house, your car, your relationship, like the thing you get doesn't fix how you feel inside. And so I was also thinking about the highest version of me and the best version, future version of me. Like, the one when I imagine her at the end, she didn't hate the journey. Like, she enjoyed it. And so I was like, that is very, very important. Like, it is so important to enjoy the journey, whatever you're doing. And yes, it sucks to be behind. And I'm someone, and I just maybe need to unlearn this a little bit, but like, when I have things on my to-do list, I just want to get them all done. And I think that I put this internal pressure on myself, like, all right, I have all these things to do. Let me just get them done, and then I can just relax and breathe. But I think it's important to break things up and not have that pressure and be like, okay, there's still things on my to-do list. That is okay. I don't have to get everything done right now. I don't know why I put this pressure on myself, but I'm just like, I want to get it done. I want to move on. I want to be free from this pressure, even though I feel like with life, you clear something off your to-do list and then there's something else. Like, even if I caught up on my content, okay, then I record more content, and now I have, more content to do. So I think that I need to learn to not put that pressure on myself, but I also need to be in alignment and embody my highest self and not get behind. Like, the reason I was behind on content was because the first week I recorded my YouTube video, I didn't edit it at all, which is crazy. And I let my TikTok content like pile up, and like I came up with all these content ideas and I recorded some of them, but I didn't even like go to edit them. So I just got behind, and then I just had this mountain, and I was like, all right, it's Monday. I'm going to get it done. And it just felt so like miserable. I was fine for maybe like my first hour. Like, I was like, ooh, it's like 10 o'clock. I'm, editing my TikTok, like, congrats to me. Because I will say that another thing that I was doing that was not in alignment with the highest version of myself was like, I would start, let's say I was working on, like stuff for me, like my entrepreneur stuff. I would start maybe like 1 or 2. And then I'm someone that tapers off around like 4 or 5. Like, I lose gas in the tank, and it's time for me to like rest and relax. So I know that like I'm most productive in the morning. So like starting at 2 or 3, if I have a bunch to do, isn't like conducive and isn't in alignment with my highest self. And so I was like, all right, I'm embodying my highest self. I'm waking up early, and I'm waking up. I'm going to sleep early. I'm getting enough sleep so that I feel rested, and I'm waking up early so I have time in my day, time to get everything done. So I did that, and I was really proud of myself for like, starting early, but I just absolutely was feeling miserable as fuck yesterday. So today is a new day. And I hope today brings me good energy. I hope I feel good and in alignment with my highest self. I want to embody my highest self because embodiment is key, and that is how you manifest with ease. And I know this. And so, it's also about the mindset. Like, yes, you can do things, but how you're thinking and feeling is so important. Like, if you're doing things, but you're still thinking and feeling not great emotions, like it really just negates your actions. Like action is probably like 10% of the equation, but like your mindset and your energy is the other 90%. So it's like, I have to get that right. So it's a new day. I woke up early again, as you saw. I've also really been loving the Hatch alarm clock. I haven't had it for a full month, maybe like 3 weeks, I think. But I love this alarm clock because it definitely wakes you up very gently. And I'm all about the soft life, as you know. Like I love the sunrise alarm clock and the bird chirping. It's great. So I woke up early, went to the gym, got my morning sun, had a nourishing breakfast. Now I'm dressed, but like I did all of the things that my highest self does. Like she wakes up early, she has a nourishing breakfast, she gets her sunlight. What else did I do in this morning? Basically, she has a solid morning routine where she pours into herself and takes care of herself. And so that's really important for me. So today's gonna be a great day. So let's get the day started. But actually, before I go, because I feel like I was just talking about myself for a while, I want to say that if you're on a journey to embody yourself, to manifest your highest dreams, and you ever feel just like so off or just like feel out of alignment with your highest self, like that is okay. Like things happen. And sometimes you just have to take a moment. Like I had to go for a walk, maybe you go for a walk, maybe you journal, maybe you work out, whatever makes you happy. You watch some TV, you rest, whatever works for you. But it's not about perfection. Even the journey to manifesting your dream, like it's not about perfection. You're not gonna always feel like your highest self 100% of the time, but it's like, okay, if you fall off, like how quickly can you bounce back? How quickly can you get back into alignment with your highest self? Because like I said, that 90%, that mental, that energy work, like that is the bulk of the manifestation. And at least for me, not to talk about myself again, but at least for me, like action is so easy, but it's like the mental that's a little bit harder for me to like really, like rewire my brain and think in alignment with the best and the highest version of myself. But it's like, it's technically the easy work because like you don't have to do anything. Like, yes, you have to change your thoughts, but it doesn't take like any external action. So if you're on your journey to manifest your dreams and you're looking to embody your high self, just know that it will not be perfect. But if you fall off and you feel miserable, you don't feel good, it's okay. Just give yourself space, like see what's coming up, work through those feelings and figure out how you can really get back to embodying your high self. Now let's get the day started. Unfortunately, I'm still not in a great mood. I thought that as the day went on, I would feel better. And this video is supposed to be all about embodying your highest self. However, I feel like this is real life. Like when you're not feeling like your highest self and it's like, okay, so how do I get from this place of not feeling like my highest self to actually getting back to embodying my highest self? So I need to figure that out. It's been a while since I felt so off and I'm like, why do I just feel so terribly off? Like I am doing the things that my highest self does, like my morning routine, I'm on my post-lunch walk. I'm glad I got out of the office because, well, number one, it's freezing in the office. Number two, it's nice to just get out and get some sunlight and some fresh air. But I need to figure this out. And maybe the reason I'm doing this vlog is to figure it out and also share it with you in case you're in a space where you're not feeling like your highest self and you're like, okay, how do I get there? I can share what works for me. So I need to figure that out. But we're going to go through the rest of the day and try to have a good rest of the day. And I'm going to figure out how to embody the best version of myself. And then I'm going to share what worked. And hopefully if you're ever not feeling like your highest self, it helps you too. I'm back back to finally record the ending to this vlog. What an interesting vlog. It's like I planned it to go a certain way and then it just didn't. But I guess that's life. It's like you just have to adapt. So the ending of my evening, I was still like feeling a little bit off. And so I was like, okay, I need to do some inner work. Like I need to really figure out how to get back on track because I was just not feeling like the best version of me. And one realization that I had, like this is something that I've known, but like your self-concept is so important. And your self-concept is really like how you view yourself, the things that you think about, like everything that has to do with you, like encompasses your self-concept. And so I took some time to just like journal and do some inner work. And I realized that the way that I was viewing myself was just not in alignment with the best version of me. Because I said in the video, like I was doing all the things, like taking all the action. You know, I really felt like I was trying to show up in the energy of my highest self by, just like waking up early, like doing the things. I'm like, I'm doing the actions. Like I should feel like the best and the highest version of me. However, like your mindset is everything. And I don't remember if I said this earlier in the video, but it's like when it comes to manifesting your dreams, it's like your energy, your mindset, like that is 90% of it. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, like that makes up the 90%. And then like the 10% is your action. And so I was focusing on like the 10%, like, okay, I'm waking up early. I'm, going to the gym, doing the things that the highest version of me does. But it's like, am I thinking and being and really like embodying the highest version of me? And the answer was no. And that's why I felt so off, because the way that I was viewing myself was like the version of me, like in that moment where I kind of just felt like stuck. And I was like, well, I'm not the best version of me because I don't have the things that I want. But that's not even true, because you can embody the best version of you at any time. But I was just really viewing myself from this like limited view. And so my self-concept was really out of alignment with the best version of me, because it's like when I think about the best version of me, like what are the thoughts that she thinks? What does she believe about herself? And like the things that she can accomplish in her career and life and all of that, just like what does she believe in general? And it's like the way that I was viewing myself and like what I am capable of and what's possible and everything just wasn't in alignment with that. And so that was it was eye-opening, because I just haven't had anything like that happened to me in a very long time, where I just felt so incredibly off. And it's just interesting that it happened, of course, in the time that I was vlogging. But I also think it was important, because if I'm showing how to embody your highest self and I'm talking about the action, and I think I did talk about like the mindset too, but that was something that just for some reason threw me so far off course. But now it's like, okay, if that ever happens to you where you're like, I am doing all the things, I'm trying to embody my highest self. It's like, okay, if that's not working, or you really just don't feel like you're in the energy of your highest self, take a moment, take some time to do some inner work and like look at your self-concept, look at your thoughts, look at your beliefs, look at how you feel, look at just like everything that you were thinking. And then think about the best and the highest version of you. What are her thoughts? What are her beliefs? How does she feel? And it's like, what is that gap? And if there is a gap, then it's like, oh, okay, no wonder I'm like not feeling like the best version of myself, even though, I'm doing the things and I feel like I'm showing up as her, I'm taking the action. But it's like, if the mindset isn't aligned, that is just gonna not allow you to fully embody your best and your highest self. Because like I said, the mindset, the energy, like that is 90%. And so it's like, you really have to think and feel and believe that you are the best and the highest version of yourself. And like whatever it is, like your dreams are possible, the money's already in your bank account, whatever it is, like just real true embodiment. And sometimes that's hard, because we look at our external world and you're like, well, the money's not in my bank account, or I don't have the career, or I don't have the relationship or the home or whatever it is. And so sometimes it feels hard to really embody that best version. When I go back to like, how does she think? How does she feel? How does she believe? And like really embodying that mindset, it makes it easier to be like, all right, well, this stuff that's happening right now, I can't change it because it's already happening. However, I can change my future. I can create whatever I want. So like, let me get in that energy. So even though this vlog did not go how I thought it would go, that's okay. Like I said, that's life. I hope that it was at least valuable and you learned something, and you just have this toolkit in your back pocket for when maybe you get to the point where you're like, I'm not feeling like my best and my highest self. And also too, when I'm feeling really out of alignment and I'm feeling like, whether it's like in scarcity or lack or whatever kind of old pattern, I love to just do some EFT tapping just to like clear that stuck emotion, process those old emotions, just get rid of them so I can get back to a neutral place. Because I will say, if you are in a place where you are emotionally charged and kind of like a heavier emotion, like sadness or disappointment, it's really hard to go then to like happy and optimism and all of that, because it's just like so far. There's the Abraham Hicks like scale of something, but it has like, you know, like sadness and depression on the bottom, and then, you know, like happiness, joy, all those on the top. And it's like, it's really hard to jump from like sadness to joy, you know. It's kind of like you got to get to a neutral place. So if you ever feel like you're just really stuck in like one of those heavier emotions, EFT tapping is great. Breath work also works. Find the tool that works for you, so that when you're in that neutral place and you're like, all right, now I'm here, now I can actually move into optimism. Like, what would I rather believe? Things like that. But I will say it's very important to get to that neutral place. So anyways, I really hope that this vlog was valuable and you got something from it. So thank you for tuning into another episode of the Soft Life Diaries. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It goes a long way for me. And subscribe to my channel for more Soft Life content. And I will see you next week.